Hello, hello, hello. What's up? It's your girl Twan the Mystic from housemystic.com. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, what's up? I am Twan the Mystic. Okay. So in today's reading, we are talking all about. I'm not sure what this is going to be called yet until I actually upload it, but it's all about the gifts of yours that can make you rich AF, wealthy, well off. You know, you get what I'm trying to say. So, this is about to get juicy. So go ahead and light your candles, light your incense, and light your blunts because we're about to get real deep with this reading. And if you love deep, insightful, and accurate pick a cards, definitely keep watching. And also make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Okay, so go ahead and pick the picture or the number that you feel the most drawn to, and then go to the timestamps in my description and comment section, and I will see you at your corresponding timestamp. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number one, let's get into your reading all about your gifts that can make you rich as hell, rich AF, wealthy, well off, abundant. Okay, so these two cards are meant to be like a overview of what those gifts are. And yeah, we're just gonna see. All right. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we have rabbit and we have angelite. Right off the bat, rabbit makes me think of creativity. Angelite makes me think of like being intuitive as hell. But let's see what the book says. Okay, so rabbit. Oh, wait. Where is it at? Okay. Oh my goodness, literally. What is this reading about? Wow. Okay, so Rabbit says, abundance is coming to me. Rabbit has hopped into your life to share that good luck and abundance is available to you. This does not just mean wealth, as there are many things that one could be abundant in. Health, happiness, and the wonders of nature are all possibilities for this. You simply need to believe that you are worthy of receiving good fortune. You will discover that through this belief, more will become available to you. So open your arms wide and welcome all that is on the way. Journal prompt: what does abundance look like to you? And literally, didn't I say abundant at the beginning of this reading? So that right there tells me you have the ability to call money to you. It's not even about like which of your talents will bring you money. It's literally that you have the ability to just become wealthy off of anything you literally do. But we're gonna get more specific. But I feel like that spirit saying like this could be my group that has, oh wow, and it's 222. Okay, thank you for the confirmation, because I was gonna say this could be my group that has a lot of different talents. You probably have the ability to do many things at once. So yeah, let's see, angelite. Just what I thought. Okay, it says, I'm attuned to my third eye and psychic abilities. This stone is calling for you to connect with your third eye. Your guides have been trying to reach you, and connecting with your pineal gland will help to get their messages to you. If you aren't quite sure where or how to hear these messages, think of any easy to understand messages that have been sent to you in the past. Bird, feathers, repeating numbers, and butterflies crossing your path are all examples of ways that your guides may have reached out to you previously. Keep your eyes open, all of them, and create space for your guides to communicate with you. You will want to hear what they have to say. Journal prompt: how do I typically receive signs from my guides? So, first of all, because I'm getting multiple things from that one. Okay, so this definitely lets me know that this could be my pile that are, y'all could be tarot readers, astrologers, spiritual leaders, and stuff like that. But this could also be my pile that's meant to teach, which that could be, you could be a spiritual teacher, but you could be a teacher in a school. Well, I don't know how much teachers get paid, but And that's no offense to teachers, because I'm just thinking about how teachers are often complaining about their salary, and I feel like teachers need to get paid more. So this could even be like, but you could still be a teacher at a school and still maybe like figure out your own ways to make money from your teaching. So that could still be a thing. Or maybe you are like a spiritual teacher, or just someone that shares content or some type of work that teaches and guides others. You could even be a coach. I don't know, but your guidance, the type of guidance you give can make you very wealthy. So it could be in those ways I named. It could be in one of those ways I didn't name, but your guidance in some shape or form can bring you wealth, okay? So let's see what else we get here. Oh wow, we have Ram. Oh, I said Ram. What? New moon in Aries. It's time to take action. So I would not be surprised if some of you guys are coaches, or like a motivational speaker, or like a spiritual teacher, or something like that, because your words and your guidance can motivate people. Like you lift people up with the things that you have to say, and then it's like your guidance gives people clarity. So yeah. And then hold your vision. So, and that says fixed moon. So that makes me think like you're a visionary. Like you, oh yeah, we talked about with Angelite psychic abilities. So you're literally a visionary. So definitely your visions can bring you wealth. Like when you have those like creative, because rabbit definitely makes me think of creator. So when you have those like visions of like, oh, I should try this, or I should make this, like, I don't know, it's like giving that you're a creative genius, and a lot of your ideas come from spirit, because you be having a lot of like visions or something. So that's why I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are readers or something like that. But also, I'm definitely getting like creators or even filmmakers. Like you could be someone that creates films or something, but it's something about your vision. And you could also be a coach, a teacher, kind of like what I was saying already. But yeah, your guidance. It's like you get guidance from spirit or something, and then it's like you know how to bring it to the physical realm. So that's why I wouldn't be surprised if some of you guys are like creators. You could even be an artist, a musician or something. But yeah, those are definitely some gifts that can bring you wealth and abundance. Yeah. Let's see. The Hanged Man reversed. Oh, I forgot to say, you could have Aries in your chart, or one of the cardinal signs: Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. And then we also have fixed moon, which is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. So could have one of those signs in your chart. And then we have the Hanged One reverse, and this has Neptune on it. So Pisces is here. So, but the Neptune energy definitely makes me think of what I talked about with your visions. You're very psychic, and some of you may not even consider yourself psychic, but you be having these like daydreams or these visions or whatever, and they be pretty dope ideas. So definitely tap in more. Write some of those daydreams down, some of those ideas down. Yes, and what's interesting is that the Hanged Man is reversed, and then it's about to land right under it's time to take action, because usually when the Hanged Man is like this, they're tied, they can't do anything, but upright, they can untie themselves, they can walk, they're even balancing, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, are some of you guys dancers? Some of you guys could be dancers too. Or something with the feet. What is it called again? When people work with the feet. I forgot what it's called, but maybe you do toes or something, or maybe you do nails. Some of you guys could do nails, manicures and pedicures. Some of you guys could also be dancers, or like foot doctors. What are they called again? Because I want to say orthopedics, but isn't that the shoes? I don't know why it's not. I know it's ortho. Is it ortho some? It's something like that. I can't even remember, because what's crazy is I had to take my son to the foot doctor years and years ago, and so I know what it is, but I can't think of the name right now. Anywho, you could definitely be some type of dancer or something, or do something with the feet. Maybe some of you guys are foot models. I don't know. 10 of Swords reversed. Then 5 of Swords. And then Page of Wands. Okay. So I also feel like some of you guys, this is going to sound crazy, but if this is your pile, you'll know what I mean. Some of you guys, what's meant to bring you wealth is not listening to your parents or going down the same road that they took, which probably sounds a little crazy, but if this is your pile, you know what I mean. Because this Page of Wands, every time I see this Page of Wands, it makes me think of someone that is like just very unique. Someone that doesn't really follow the crowd. So every time I see this, it always makes me think of someone that doesn't necessarily follow in the footsteps of their parents or something, or their peers or something like that. And like, cause see how he's walking down this path and has stars? It's like you're meant to be a star, or you're meant to take this certain path that's just like unique to you, that it works for you, but maybe not for everybody else. I don't know. But yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Beauty. Look, charming, graceful, kind-hearted. Yeah. So I definitely feel like some of you guys are meant to be a star. And for some of you guys, with what I was talking about with this Page of Wands, like making a path that's unique for you, like things that will possibly work for you but not other people. Some of you guys can definitely become wealthy off of your personality. Your personality and your beauty. I'm gonna keep it 100. Okay. For some of you guys, it's your beauty, okay, that can bring wealth. So that could even be makeup. That could be what's it called again? Esthetician. You could do hair. Oh yeah, didn't I talk about nails and feet? Yeah, so you could be a nail tech, maybe a stylist, maybe a designer. You could even be an artist, but something, it's giving Venus. So, oh yeah, didn't I say Libra? I said Libra earlier. Maybe Taurus. You could also be a Taurus. Oh, I did say Taurus. I did. So yeah, yeah, okay. Oh, we also have depth, and that says awareness, importance, and value. So that value energy is definitely making me think of Taurus, but this is also making me think of, like I said, you being a guide, because that awareness is like you being a guide and being able to see the path ahead, or to help people get ahead, or guide them in the right direction. It's something like that. But also importance makes me think you're meant to be someone of importance. That's why I feel like some of you guys are meant to be famous or something. You could be like a model, or like a personality, like, you know, those social media personalities or YouTube personalities, like things like that. Trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. And you know, it's so interesting This is interesting because I'm more so taking this as you're captivating. Your voice is captivating, your look is captivating, or the things you have to say is very captivating. So that's another thing right there. But then trapped also makes me think of like working with people, maybe like doing collabs and stuff. Yeah. And then we also have seduction. See, I knew it. I knew y'all was fine. I knew y'all was fine, or something about you is very captivating. Let me not say or. And something is very captivating about you. So it makes people pay attention. Like you have a magnetic presence, aura, or something. So yeah, like you easily attract attention and money. And then even the fact that it says third party, that more so makes me think of like that kind of makes me think of like having multiple gifts. Like you're not someone with just one gift. Okay? And oh, I forgot the bowl of answers. Let's see if we can get anything else about what talents of yours will make you wealthy. 1 month. Baby mama and baby daddy drama. You know what I'm getting from that is like, I don't know why I'm hearing, because I'm thinking of the seduction card and it just makes me think of, I don't know, I feel like people from your past would still wife you. I don't know. But it's making me think that people can't hate you. I don't know. Even if they do, it's a them problem. October. Some of you guys could be born in October. I did talk about Scorpio and Libra, so some of y'all could be one of those signs. We have I miss you. And see, I feel like I said, people from your past will still wife you, but this is making me think of you being like captivating, magnetic. You're like not a forgettable person. Then we have Did It On Them by Nicki Minaj, and basically she's talking her shit in that song, and I feel like that's you. Not that you just be talking shit, but it's like you have the right to, I don't know, you're really good at what you do. Whatever it is, and you outweigh the competition. And then we also have soulmate twin flame. So this is what I'm talking about. Like you attract people easily where they're like, oh my God, are they my soulmate? Are they? And it may not even be like, oh, they think they want to be with you romantically, which some of you guys, yes. But it can also be like you always have the right things to say. And if it's, even if you're not like a reader or something like that, it's like sometimes it's like people come across your business or your TikTok or your Instagram or your YouTube or something like that, and they're like, this is exactly what I need to hear, or this is exactly what I need for whatever. Like you're really great at what you do, and that's what attracts people. Like it's also your something about your beauty seduction or whatever, but it's also that you're actually good at what you do. So you captivate people and then you get them hooked and trapped in your web. Okay, pile number 1. So that was your reading. If it resonated with you, let me get a spider emoji in the comments, because y'all be trapping people in your web in a good way though, right? Oh, and that could also be the web, working on the web, internet, networking. Anyway, yes, so leave a spider below if you want to book me for a reading, you want to follow me on social media, you want to tip me, you want to buy my art, you want to join the Patreon for exclusive pick a cards, collective readings, and all that good stuff. That information is below too, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Hello. Those of you that chose pile number 2, let's get into your reading all about Yeah, what gifts of yours can bring you wealth and make you rich AF? Okay, so let's get into your reading. So the first two cards are basically like a overall an overview of what those talents are. Interesting that they're both purple. Wow. So we have Capricorn. So you could be a Capricorn. You might have been drawn to another pile because I definitely mentioned Capricorn. So you could be a Capricorn or one of the cardinal signs. So Capricorn, Libra, Cancer, Aries, um, Ametrine. So interesting. So first of all, let me just say, the fact that they're both purple makes me think of the crown chakra. So it's definitely giving leadership abilities. And then the fact that I've named all the cardinal signs, those are all, they're called cardinal because they're all signs that their seasons begin at the beginning of a season. All those time periods are at the beginning of a season, if you've noticed that. Okay, so for example, so Aries season is right at the beginning of spring. Cancer season right at the beginning of summer. Libra season right at the beginning of fall, and Capricorn season right at the beginning of winter. So yeah, so you definitely have leadership abilities. Wait, where's the little book thing? Oh shoot, where did I put it? Oh, so yeah, let's see. 58. Boundaries are healthy. Establishing boundaries can be difficult, especially if you aren't quite sure where you need them. Capricorn is here to assure you that everyone needs boundaries of sorts. Creating a balance between work and social life and being able to decompress after a long day is a recipe for success. It's okay to be ambitious as long as you remember to stay in your integrity and not stretch beyond what is good for you. Journal prompt: where do I need to establish healthy boundaries? So I mean, maybe this is some of y'all right now, because maybe y'all already know. Because I feel like if you have one of those signs in your chart, and this is no shade to the other signs, okay? Because not at all. But those signs are all signs that are very ambitious, and have leadership qualities, and usually from a young age or at some point in life they have to kind of be on their own. They've had to kind of like figure things out by themselves or whatever at some point in their lifetime, or stand alone, or sometimes they don't have the role models to, or maybe it's not even that they don't have the role models. It's sometimes like the stuff that they're trying to accomplish don't necessarily have people that you can look up to, because like what you're trying to do hasn't been done before. Like for example, oh my god, I feel like I'm going on a rant right now, but for example, Kai Cenat, he is a Capricorn moon. And not saying there weren't streamers out there, but some of the stuff that he accomplished as a streamer, he's the first person to do it. So, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, who's another good example of that? I don't want to like take away from the reading, because what I'm trying to say is is sometimes it's like what you're trying to do, no one has done it before. So you may not always have someone to look up to except like God or something. So very interesting. But as far as boundaries, the reason why I was saying this for that is because you probably already have in your mind something that you're trying to accomplish, that you've been already actively working towards, but it's like you maybe work so hard doing it that like you don't have balance between work, play, personal life, downtime. Like you always have a lot going on. So maybe this is spirit just trying to say like, hey, we see you. Just try to rest a little bit. Okay, but yes. I feel like some of you guys, especially with Capricorn being here, some of you guys have the natural gift of like entrepreneurship, or being like a manager for a company, or being like the head of the department, or like CEO, like stuff like that. So you have leadership skills that can bring you wealth. So let's see, Ametrite. I am greater than my habits. Even though we may not think it, we all have some type of habit that we would benefit from removing from our life. Whether it's eating junk food or spending a little too much time on social media, there is a better substitute that we could be tuning into. Ametrine is here to support you in this process of overcoming what no longer serves you and finding ways for you to channel your time and energy in more productive and beneficial ways. Pick up a book next time you reach for your phone, or look for a more natural alternative to your favorite snack. The hardest part is acting on change, but the universe has faith in you and will stand by you the whole way. Journal prompt: what are a few habits that I could improve upon? Okay, so the fact that we talked about boundaries and then we're talking about habits here, I feel like a talent of yours is, some of you guys could be in nutrition. Some of you guys could have a knack for like herbs and understanding like things with like nutrition and cooking and supplements and things like that. So some of you guys maybe are interested in things like that, like maybe even the cannabis industry, because I'm definitely seeing like herbs, but then also like healthy foods and helping people learn better habits. This could even be like a doctor. You could even be like a doctor or a nurse or something, or a trainer, some type of trainer. What else? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Like some type of trainer or coach, teacher. You could have been drawn to another pile. Yeah. Let's see what else. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Oops. And that's funny. We have balanced spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So some of you guys could have Pisces in your chart. Yeah. Or maybe there's like a strong emphasis on your South Node. Yeah. And I'm trying to, because I don't know too much about Vedic astrology. You would have to look at your chart, your Vedic chart, because I just know in my own chart I happen to be South Node dominant. Okay, like most of my planets are ruled by Ketu. Yeah, Ketu. I don't know too much about Vedic, so I'm not gonna sit here and act like I do. But look at your Vedic chart, because it'll tell you. Or maybe some of you guys have like South Node in the first house, or you have conjunctions to the South Node, or the South Node is conjunct your, I don't know. Some of you guys could have that, but yeah. So when you're South Node dominant, it's like you're really good at, well, one, seeing through the bullshit. That's one. But two, you know, our South Node are the things we're trying to get away from. Well, not get away from, but we're learning from. And I feel like you have a lot of wisdom regarding, like, maybe it's from your past life, especially because we have Pisces here. You could have a lot of like knowledge that you brought over from your past life, or it's even that you can see people's past lives. Like some of you guys could be like hypnotherapists, or like I don't know what that was. Sorry. Some of you guys could be hypnotherapists, or maybe you're like, you know about the Akashic records, or maybe you're really good with working with spirits, but it could even be like you work in hospice, or maybe what's the, I don't know what's going on with me today. I can't think of certain words because I want to say mortuary. I don't know. Let's get out of there. Or you could even be like a great investigator, a great researcher, a like data analysis, or like, I'm trying to think how else I could describe it, but basically, yeah, you have a knack for uncovering and researching and things like that. But it could also be, like I said, nutrition and diet and herbalism, maybe even cannabis, things like that. But anyway, let's move on. Let's see what else comes up. Oh, look, we have the Ace of Cups. So, and that has Pisces on it again. So Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And I know I did say Cancer because I was talking about the cardinal signs. You could have Scorpio in your chart as well. Or some of you guys like water signs? Like, I'm just getting a lot of watery energy here and being able to see beneath the surface. So that's why I'm wondering if some of you guys are like researchers, investigators, data analysis people. You guys could also be my spiritualists as well, because y'all could be the ones that, that be uncovering the mysteries of life, But the fact that it's like the cup and he's handing it like that, it's also making me think of like, well, I know I already said nutrition and all that other stuff, but I think I already said doctor too. Did I say doctor? Yeah, I think I said doctor, nurse, because that's what I'm getting to, or like a pharmacist, or like giving people concoctions that make them feel better. Oh, I'm also seeing a bartender too. I'm also definitely seeing a bartender. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, look, then we have the Six of Pentacles, and if you look closely, he's giving them something. So, yeah, like it's like, I feel like you make something that you give to people. Yeah, like, so that's what I'm seeing, like pharmacist, or maybe you make herbal supplements, or like some type of herbal concoction. Maybe some of you guys are even cooks. Yeah, but I'm really seeing heavily like something having to do with physical and energetic health, or maybe physical and spiritual health. I don't know, but something that helps people with their health on like different levels, whatever level you're into, whether it's like physical health or helping people with their mental health, or like something like that. But you definitely have a I don't know, like you have the ability to make things that make people feel better, like physical, something that's physical. I'm also seeing tea, like teas, tinctures. Okay. Oh, the World and Eight of Cups. Wow. Okay, because another thing that I meant to say is like, you could be like someone that's super into holistic health. Like in alternative health remedies and stuff like that, because this Eight of Cups is making me think of walking away from the norms of society. And it's funny because we have Saturn here. Saturn here and then Capricorn here. So yeah, walking away from the norms of society. Oh, there goes Saturn again, and there go Pisces. And I would also say many of you guys are meant to be trendsetters in whatever field you choose. And it goes back to what I was talking about as far as cardinal sign placements tend to be the first to do things. I would even throw Aquarius in there too. They tend to be the first to do things. So, hey. Okay. Look, then we have distance and resistance. Very interesting. We have distance, reverse, and then resistance. So it definitely makes me think of, like I said, walking away from society in some shape or form. So yeah, this could be like alternative health, like without what I was talking about with like nutrition and herbal medicine and things like that. So that could be a big thing for you where you are into those type of things, and it helps people find like an alternative route. Okay. And I also feel like this is spirit giving another like thing saying, hey, find balance between work and everything else. Okay. And then look, we have wedding rings, union and marriage, soul connection, everlasting love. But then we have shocking reversed. And that says turmoil, trouble, unexpected. So I feel like you do something, like when people engage with you, you help to heal them. So that's why I really do feel like some of you guys have tinctures or teas, or y'all know like some type of nutrition thing, or like if you're a trainer, something like that helps to make them better. So yeah. Yeah, let's see what else. Miraculous solution. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's like when people engage with you, it's like you bring them exactly what they need. I think I said that in another pile, so you could have been drawn to another pile. But yeah, it's like, yeah, you got what the people need. Like you give people those alternative solutions. Pay attention to the signs. I feel like you're very much like that's a sign type of person. And then even to pay attention to the signs, I feel like I really feel like some of you guys are into things having to do with health or something like that, because it's like people can tell you their symptoms and you're able to be like, okay, you need to eat this, or you need this herb, or you need this, or you need that. And I feel like some of you guys have like a natural gift. Like it makes me think, and this is not to just talk about myself, but I know that I have a natural knack for something like this, like with herbs and stuff, because I've always had an interest. Anyway, I remember someone asked me, because they were talking about they asked me something in a reading about something having to do with their health or whatever, and I intuitively knew like, oh, you need this certain herb. Never used that herb in my life. I've heard of it, but I didn't know exactly what it did. And I was like, okay, wait, let me look it up first and see, because I'm just seeing it in my mind. I look it up. That's exactly what that person needed. So I feel like that's some of y'all, where it's like y'all be knowing exactly, like someone can tell you what's going on with them, and you know exactly what to do to make it better. Marriage. Oh, we have marriage and marriage. So maybe something with like your marriage is good. Maybe y'all are gonna marry wealthy as well. Okay. Aries. Look, Aries coming up. Well, this is Capricorn, but Aries and Capricorn, like they kind of look alike a little bit. So yeah, I feel like the things you do with other people, maybe partnering with people, or your partner, can bring you wealth, but then also the things you do by yourself, like entrepreneurship, could bring you wealth as well. Like maybe freelancing, but also working with a company, or something like that. And then we also have travel, bikinis, and plane tickets. So we do have distance. So some of you guys, traveling could be a big part of your something that could bring you wealth as well. So look into it. Or maybe something with cars, or planes or something. Yeah, but that's your reading. If it resonated with you, let me get a fish emoji in the comments, okay? If you want to book a reading, you want to follow me on social media, you want to join the Patreon for exclusive pick-a cards, collective readings, and astrology hacks, witchy tips, all that good stuff, that information is below. If you want to tip me, you want to, I think I said all of that already. Just follow me on social media, all that stuff's below, okay? Anything you need, below. Yeah. Peace. Hello. Those of you that chose pile number 3, let's get into a reading all about which of your gifts can make you rich AF, abundant AF, wealthy AF, okay? Let's get into it. So the first 2 cards are meant to be like a overview of the gifts that you have that are meant to make you wealthy or abundant or whatever. Okay. So we have we have Aries. We have Aries, and the reason I'm laughing is because Aries came up in another pile. So it's seeming like all these piles are connected today, because it came out in one pile. It came out, basically Aries keeps coming out, okay? So you could be a cardinal sign, and I'm wondering if a lot of cardinal placements are watching this because of the transits we got going on that are making the cardinal signs, cardinal placements, think a lot more about their careers. So, yep. All right, and then we have Hummingbird. I always love to see Hummingbird show up in our reading. Let's see. And I'll tell y'all while I'm looking for this, a quick story. I have my kids, their auntie, she passed away a few years ago, and it's like when she passed away, she was an Aries. She passed away or whatever, and I feel like she was always sending me these like signs or whatever. And then I remember one day, me and my ex, we were standing in the backyard, and we were talking about her and stuff like that. And then this hummingbird, the cutest hummingbird, just came, and it like looked me in my face. Then it went and looked him in his face, and it looked at us for a second, and then it left or whatever. And we're like, oh, is that her? And I don't know. Every time I see hummingbirds, it makes me think of her. But anywho, where is it? Okay. I embrace adventure. Aries is an inspiration to bring creative fire to each day. With enthusiasm and drive, you can create a life that excites you to wake up. Even if your schedule is packed, think of what you can do in your off hours. Shaking up a morning routine with yoga and meditation can leave you feeling more prepared for the day. And following up the evening with journaling or reading your favorite book is an opportunity to enjoy the sweetness of life. Ignite your confidence within by believing in yourself to create your dream life. Journal prompt: what would excite me every day? How can I make that my reality? My goodness, it's like all these piles. All these piles are connected today. So, well, one, I think you could be a cardinal sign: Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra. I feel like you have we forgot to read Hummingbird, but you have a knack for entrepreneurship, or you have leadership skills. Okay, Hummingbird. I am happy. Hummingbird has appeared to remind you that you hold the keys to your happiness. You can train yourself to stay focused on what you want to be experiencing and hold a vision of your ideal reality. which really can and will become your true reality. So be sure to stay focused on sweet things if you want to be experiencing a sweet reality. Hummingbird raises your vibration and elevates your mood so that you remain in gratitude and feel empowered while walking the path of becoming your most magical self. If there have been hard times recently, Hummingbird has arrived to show you the suffering will now subside. Journal prompts. What additional blessings and sweet things do you want to focus on calling into your world? That is interesting because of what this card said. So basically, you're meant to do something that makes you happy, that you actually like. And for some of you guys, that doesn't have to be entrepreneurship. I do feel like for some of you guys, it is entrepreneurship. But for some of you guys, it's like to pick a career that truly makes you happy, even if it's like maybe quote unquote harder to get into, quote unquote. So for some of you guys, you could be like a creator, like, and even though literally anyone can become a creator, but to actually sustain yourself as a creator, not everyone does that. Not everyone can do that. So I feel like you're meant to do that though. You're meant to have a career that makes you happy AF, okay? Which, I mean, we all do, but I feel like, especially with Aries being here, I'm wondering if you have, which I did also say Cancer since we were talking about the cardinal signs. I feel like Aries, Cancer, and Leo. I might even throw Sag and Aquarius in there. Well, Sag, definitely. Aquarius, you know. But I feel like these are the signs where it's like, y'all can't do anything that y'all are not feeling like in your hearts. Especially Cancer and Leo. Especially Cancer and Leo. If you're not feeling it in your heart, it's like, nah. Absolutely not. I don't. Especially if it takes away from your most prized relationships, because I feel like that's the word. Look, I was doing a reading for someone yesterday and I was trying to explain what I meant about Cancer and Leo, but I could not find the word. And I think the word I was looking for is sentimental. Is that the word? Because you have to feel it in your heart and soul for you to do anything, for it to move you, because those two signs are super stubborn. Stubborn as hell. Stubborn AF, okay? So, yeah. Okay, so basically what I'm getting from that is that you are meant to do something that you feel very, very passionate about. So, I mean, we'll see what else comes up in this reading, but I feel like regardless of what I say, what you should take from this is, if you're not passionate about it, don't do it. Okay, of course, there could be stepping stones, like, stepping stones that you need to take or whatever, but I feel like ultimately Spirit is wanting you to be aligned with something that you're actually passionate about. Even if it's like you have to, start at your day job and then you save up, or like go to school and while you're working, like there's something that Spirit is saying to work towards that maybe is because difficult. I don't like to use the word difficult. I don't like to use that. But it may be that only few get chosen. You know what I'm saying? Like only few can walk that path, and not just because, oh, that person is special, of course. Well, yeah, there could be special, but there's certain things where if you don't stay the course, it's like, like for example, I did talk about being a creator, and it's like I said, anyone can be a creator, but only few are chosen because only few do what it takes to make a name for themselves. You know what I'm saying? So have that in mind. Okay, so let's see. Yo, Y'all were definitely drawn to another pile because I went on a whole spiel about cardinal signs and how cardinal signs don't always have people to look up to regarding what they're trying to do, because they're usually the first ones to do it. Even like they might have like certain people they can look up to, but they're usually the first ones to accomplish something. And we have be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. So yeah, I definitely feel like, entrepreneurship, I keep saying that, but you're meant to walk a very unique path, some of you guys, a very unique path. And it's like you're not going to be able to look to people necessarily to tell you exactly what you should do. Like, okay, so I'm gonna give you another example, and this is not to just talk about me, but as y'all see, I am here doing tarot readings for you guys. If I looked to my parents to be like, guys, hey parents, I want to be an astrologer and a tarot reader, what do you guys think I should do? They would be like, what the hell? Even the fact that I didn't ask them and still took that path, they're like, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what exactly are you doing, And I feel like I could look up to them to be like, hey, you guys have great, amazing work ethic and y'all are consistent in what y'all do for a living. That's what I can look up to. But to look up to them and be like, okay, they're going to teach me how to be a tarot reader, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that. And I'm literally the first in my family to do something like this. I mean, my grandmother was a shaman, but to do what I do, no one else necessarily does it. So, anywho, that's what I'm talking about. Like, for you guys, it could be a situation like that for you, but Spirit is saying to keep going. Even though you are kind of like, I don't really know what I'm doing. You'll figure it out as you go. Okay? Okay, so we have 8 of Pentacles. Well, actually, let's put that right here. That's Virgo energy. And then the High Priestess. Okay, let's stop right there. Let's stop right there, because that literally goes along with what I was talking about. It's like your intuition is guiding you. And your gut feelings are guiding you. And I'm wondering if some of you guys, if you're not into it, get more into astrology. I do birth chart readings, and I do specific ones for what can bring you wealth. If you go to my website and look up what's the reading called? Is this Show Me the Money? No, it's not Show Me the Money. Get to the Money. I don't know. You'll know what I'm talking about when you go to my website. I don't know why I can't think of it off the top of my head, but if you go to my website, I have a specific reading for looking into your birth chart to see what can bring you wealth and abundance and things like that. But this High Priestess, it's like you're having to use your intuition to kind of like tell you what to do. And when you trust your intuition, and when your intuition says like, hey, you should try your hand in this career, or hey, you should do this, you should do that. Yeah. That's because it's your calling. And the reason why I was talking about your birth chart, even if you don't get a reading with me, it's like your chart, it's like you're meant to live in alignment with your chart. Which, I mean, we're all meant to, but sometimes when we don't trust our intuition and we just kind of do things that other people tell us to do, we are not living in alignment with our chart. Like, for example, my own story that I was kind of telling y'all, I didn't even know that my chart said something like this. I mean, I was into astrology, but as I moved further along, it was more so me just trusting my intuition. And then when I look at my chart and see some of the things, I'm like, oh, I literally do that. I literally do that. So yeah, get a birth chart reading with your girl, or do your own research. But yeah, 3 of Wands. Look, and it has Aries on here. And then we have Page of Swords. So I definitely feel like something that you loved as a child is meant to bring you wealth. And I'm trying to see what exactly that is, because I'm feeling like a lot of people is going to pick this pile in particular. But I feel like there's a childhood dream that you had. Like, there was something that maybe you did. Like, I know I keep talking about myself, but it's more so just to give you guys examples of what I'm talking about. For myself, when I was a kid, I used to do this thing where I would act like I was talking to an audience, and I would be like giving them information, and I'll be like, oh yeah, like I'd just be talking about stuff that I was teaching them, and I would act like I was talking to an audience. What do I do now? Talk to an audience. So that's what I'm talking about, like things like that. I think you're meant to do. Like, there's something that you used to maybe like play pretend when you were younger. Like, maybe you used to pretend to be a chef. Maybe you used to pretend to be a news anchor. Maybe you used to pretend to be a model. Maybe you used to pretend to, I don't know. Like, there's something that you used to pretend to do, or like maybe you even went to school for it, or like it was a hobby or something like that, and then you fell in love with it. That's something that you're meant to do that can bring you wealth. Okay. Divine feminine, yin feminine energy. This makes me think of trusting your intuition, like I was saying. But I'm also wondering if some of you guys, like, your mother, maybe, because for some, I don't know if it's necessarily like something that your mother did, but it could be something your mother introduced you to. Like, for example, with me, my mother introduced me to astrology. I don't even think she realizes that. And she hates that I do it, but she introduced me to it. So, it could be something like that, or maybe something like having to do with women, like something that maybe your audience is meant to be women, you're meant to work with women. Could be something with women. Death. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. What's dead is dead. This grow and transform is more so, that's what's standing out to me, and that's making me think of more so like you carving your own path. Because I don't know if other people will be able to, not that they won't be able to help you, but it's like your intuition is guiding you, your ancestors, God is guiding you, and there will be some people that we will find along your path to help you, but ultimately it's like your intuition that's guiding this whole thing. Hopeless. Yes, he's sinking, despair, falling apart. Talking, interested, awaiting messages, text, calls, email, talking more. And then not today. Boundaries. I think this is an extra card. Boundaries and hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. That's funny that this has to be talking. This is talking and this is talking about not talking. So yeah, I definitely feel like this has to do with trusting your intuition. And then even this hopeless card, I feel like you're meant to do something, like you're meant to break through barriers. So that's why I'm feeling like for some of you guys it has something to do with like something your family never did or something your peers never did. But but it's something that your peers never done or your family's never done. But it's like you're creating new territory for your bloodline or something like that. That's why I'm like, what the hell is pile 3 supposed to be doing? Like, that's why I'm like, how many people are going to be picking pile 3? Because Spirit's not really telling me exactly what it is, but I know it's a childhood dream. For some of you guys, it has something to do with women. And for some of you guys, this is something that's gonna like break barriers when it comes to like your family, and you're gonna be like breaking generational patterns with like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying here, Spirit. You're gonna be your family's first like millionaire or something. And I feel like it's like it doesn't even matter what you do. I think that's why Spirit is like not telling me exactly. It's, I don't know, I don't think it or maybe it's because certain people are gonna be picking this pile, and it's like y'all come from different backgrounds and stuff like that. But I feel like it's just in the stars for you to be your family's first millionaire, and it doesn't even matter what you decide to do to get there. Of course, don't harm people, but, and I'm looking at the clock and it's 333. And that has to do with expanding. Like, you're definitely meant to break some barriers in your bloodline, especially like things like poverty consciousness or something like that, because I feel like whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to become an authority in that field. And I feel like that's why Spirit is not necessarily telling me is that I don't know what it is that you do, but you're going to be an authority in that field. And you're going to be breaking barriers, because not only are you unique in that field, you're also unique when it comes to your family. So it's like there's going to be first when it comes to your family where you're the first to live this type of lifestyle or to be that millionaire. But it could also be you in that field where it's like you're a doctor, but you made some type of like discovery, and now because of you there's a cure for cancer. I don't know, like it could be anything, but it's something like that. Okay, so that was your reading pile number 3. Yeah, that was your reading pile 3. So in the comments, let's see, give me a first place medal emoji, because I feel like that's what y'all are meant to do, like break barriers. I don't know. So y'all gonna have to come back and tell me so I could, get the tea. But yeah, let me get that in the comment section. And if you feel called to tip me, if you want to book me for a reading, you want to follow me on social media, you want to join the Patreon for exclusive pick a cards and collective readings and things like that, and astrology stuff, witchy stuff, all that good stuff. All that information is below, okay? And I already said if you want to book me for a reading, you want to tip me. Okay, so all that stuff is below. So I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.